guys ready to watch the game?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beyond the Gate. I'm Dustman, and with me, as always, my good friend Nate. What's up, guys? You know me, Nate here. And on this week's episode, we've got Remy on and her pop Sean. And we're going to go over and talk and learn everything all about what Remy has done with BMX so far. All right, so Remy, who do you race for?
Kevin's Bike Show.
Yeah, and how long have you been riding for them?
3 years.
3 years?
Two.
Oh.
Two
2
I've
years?
been riding.
But and so you rode for 3 years? And what class are you in?
I keep thinking 12. 11 intermediate and 11-12 girls cruiser.
Okay, cool. And what got you into racing?
My friend Kaylee, always
Yeah.
watching her at the Nationals and everything. That just got me started.
Yeah. And where are you from?
Belvedere.
All right. So, do you remember your first race and how you did?
Yeah, I got first place and was at Rockford at a Race for Life, but they ran out of certificates and then I had to get them the next week, so that was definitely something.
Yeah, you didn't really get your trophy on it. I mean, yeah, I definitely, I know what it's like to be going. I remember as a kid going to the track and seeing them. I mean, I guess they're not stupid, but I mean, I always throw them away, you know? Yeah. So, what place did you get?
First.
Yeah, first? Oh, yeah. And that sucks that they didn't have a certificate for it. I mean, at least you got it next week. Right. I don't, yeah. And
We didn't even know it was until Kaylee told us. That was not something I wanted to hear my first race.
yeah, right. It's just like takes the wind out of the sail on it. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, that made you want to go back and win the next weekend, though, didn't it? Did you win the next weekend?
We got to race all that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the state week. That was state final weekend. Was our first weekend ever racing.
Okay, so did you win all weekend then?
I don't think so.
You don't
I
think
think
so?
I got
First on
second.
Friday, second on Saturday, and I think you won on Sunday
I
again.
think it was like that.
Okay, sweet. So did you at least get a trophy then, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Sweet.
yeah. So that almost makes up for not getting the first one. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a bigger point day too.
Yeah, Candy feels so bad.
I bet. Yeah, I bet. I mean, she's a good lady. But I mean, being your first race, I mean, you definitely want a trophy, you know, especially when it's a win. I mean, gosh. But you know how that goes. Yeah, and so how long did it take you to move up to the intermediate class?
I think 2 years.
Right about 2 years? Yeah.
Just under 2 years.
And how does it like intimidate you racing the boys sometimes, or?
Sometimes, because and cruiser, it's way easier because I know like I'm not gonna get cut off because they're all just focused on racing. But the boys would rather just cut off and try to like get that win instead of just pushing all the way through. They'll try to cut over and crash.
Yeah, you know, I mean, crashing sucks. Yeah, and I mean, in intermediates, it's a little bit more.
It's more about.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the best racers. I mean, especially, you just said you're in cruiser, and that's where they're experts. And like you said, they're worried about going fast and going forward. And when you go to the class in intermediates, sometimes they are a little squirrelier. Yeah, we used to call the novices the paper plate class, you know, because the people used to go and crash most of the time, you know. And then the intermediate is like a mix of the paper plate and the expert class, you know, so they go fast and they crash. So, you know, you're in that mix, so I can definitely see being kind of a little bit scared. Yeah, I'm lost. So, with like having to like race all the guys all the time, or is there any of them that like you've noticed that just like ride super squirrely?
Not really.
No.
I'd rather just not.
Just stay away from them all and just ride your own race. That's good. At least you're not looking to cut people off and stuff like that. Yeah. But you're learning to ride, you know, with aggressive riders right now, you know. So it's kind of training you to be in that expert class a little bit. So I mean, once you get into it with them actual girls, then you're gonna feel a whole lot better.
Where did you turn intermediate at, and what did that feel like?
And steel wheels.
At Steel
I
Wheel?
won that whole weekend.
Yeah.
It was a Gold Cup weekend.
Sweet.
And everybody's like, oh, good job, good job. Oh, I thought I was going to run through the big cats because I like couldn't stop. I've never had so many breaks. Like, I've always had like not that much breaks. So.
Oh, okay. You've always had the brakes kind of dialed back, so that way you have to be more aggressive.
On the loose side.
Yeah.
That's a tough drive.
But I complain if I have too much because then I just want to. Because I know it's there to stop me, but
Yeah, my dad took my brakes off for I rode a brakeless for all the way until I was 18. Yeah.
We'll see. We've got enough to pass inspection.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was for show. I mean,
Yep.
that's how you learn the best.
Yep. She used to like to ride the brakes, and once we backed them off, she miraculously got a little faster.
Yeah, you're gonna figure out what you got to do because there's no choice. You know.
Yeah.
Quick and easy way to learn bike control.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
I think I spent like 3 to 4 years without with a very minimal brake setup because I had the same problem of always riding my brake and just be like, if I could just maybe have these not work as well.
Yeah.
And just not hit them as much.
Yeah, and even I'd be riding around town, no brakes. I was pretty reckless. I'd be riding in the traffic and all that. But I learned how to maneuver my bike very well.
we learned that the hard way last year. We need to add brakes when we're riding through town here.
Yeah.
oof, we're going downhill and I just kept trying to put my feet down.
Yeah.
But we were going downhill, so I was either no shoes or hit Ashley.
Ooh.
Oh.
She was like, there was not much of a gap.
We did the Reaper City ride out they do on Fridays. We did in Belvedere one night last year, and that was the longest ride she's ever done. And riding through town first time, and she neglected to obey traffic lights and other things.
That's because I couldn't stop.
Oh well, there's always lessons learned from any situation.
That is true.
At that moment, you might have needed a little bit of brakes.
That is true. They are there for a reason. They're very
Sometimes
beneficial when they're there.
it's not on the track.
So, did you feel like did you race intermediate that weekend then?
No, because I turned it around the last day.
Oh, really? So you got kind of lucky then. So how did it feel racing your next race as an intermediate?
I was 10 when I did that, and I think we were in Elkhorn, and I don't remember.
That was Gold Cup weekend at Elkhorn last year. It was back-to-back Gold Cups.
But I was racing like all the new kids, but they've always been intermediate for a long time, so they were all way faster. But I was just trying to get the feel of intermediate, and that's all that weekend was really for, and to get it into the books.
Yeah, just get a feel of it, Yeah.
Just start getting used to the class, getting used to the bigger competition.
Yeah.
Your riders.
Didn't work to her advantage. That was the last race at the barn before COVID shut
Oh,
it down.
Oh, man.
So she had to sit for months.
Yeah, my first 11 one was at Rockford when they first opened back up.
Oh man.
No, first 11 was Elgin.
All right.
First 2 weeks at Elgin last year were your first 2 winter ones.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And how'd you feel winning? Like, did you get a trophy that time?
Yes.
Right on.
I bet you that felt really good. First intermediate win. I can't remember mine. That was like 1996. Yeah, I was just a little guy.
I just remember that I kept like saying, "Oh, I really like the star trophies because I got one for my sister. She never took it."
How many trophies? Do you get a trophy every time?
No. I
No.
get stamps, but lately I've only been getting trophies if I win.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I
I
used to
kind
get-
of took over a mantle.
Yeah.
Wins and big trophies
Yeah,
at
I
big
used to get
races.
trophies every time, man, and my mom and dad hated it.
Mhm.
I got one just because he told me to get stamps, but I just really liked how the trophies.
Yeah. Yeah, you get them special ones, which really, I mean, it does come down to like when you get older, you can appreciate it for sure.
Very true.
Yeah, you gotta keep them ones special. You just gotta, kind of hold on to them. I got a lot. I've got one from like '90. I think it was actually my first trophy. It was in '94, and that one I definitely keep
Gotta
that.
keep that one
Yes, I
forever.
keep that around. That's definitely some stuff that you keep for sure, like treasures. Definitely.
She's taken over the fireplace and mantle with all of her trophies
Yeah.
for the first few years.
Yep. So no matter what Dad says, don't worry about stamps. Tell him he's got the money. You got to go and get you your little Easter bunny trophy and all them cool ones.
Well, she got that one last weekend.
Yeah.
How many wins do you got until you turn expert girls?
8 more.
8 more? Yeah, and what are you looking to do? Any nationals, gold cups?
Couple.
Couple?
I want to get that gold cup on again.
You want to
Yeah.
do
You
gold cup?
got Gold Cup 1 last year, right?
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? Okay. So you definitely gonna go back there and get that number 1 again, huh?
Yeah. Do you have any ideas on like which gold cup qualifiers you're gonna go to?
I don't know.
That's probably on Dad, huh?
Yeah, that's probably it.
We've got the list at home.
Fair. Fair.
We've got them planned out.
Yeah.
Any
There's at
national
least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
national trips planned out as well, or?
Yeah, been trying to hit a few nationals this year.
Sweet.
Definitely Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Midwest.
Hopefully
Definitely.
Madtown. Gonna try for Florida in October.
Yes. I
After last year's trip down for that national, we gotta go.
Yes,
Yeah.
Florida is definitely a must do. If you have not been to Florida for a national, you are missing out.
Definitely missing out.
Yeah, it's a
A
definitely
whole different world of BMX.
yes, definitely good scene down there.
What national did you guys go to last year? You guys all went to the same one? The Sunshine?
Yep,
Yep.
the Sunshine
Yeah,
State.
Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yep, down in what was that, Cape Coral?
Yep, Cape Coral.
That was Cape Coral BMX. Charlotte BMX.
Charlotte.
I love that track.
Track was gorgeous.
Yeah, it
So-
was.
It's the Charlotte track. Is that in Cape Coral?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I rode the Cape Coral track before it was Charlotte.
Actually, I think
Or Charlotte. no,
Charlotte
Cape Coral-
was Charlotte's Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
Yep, it was Charlotte BMX and
Yeah.
Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because I was like, I rode the Cape Coral track.
There's so
but I
many
didn't
tracks down
remember.
there. Like,
Shit.
There's a
What,
lot.
what was that big weekend they just did down there? Was it like 3 tracks?
Yeah,
Oh,
One
it's their
weekend?
state weekend or something
they
like
do,
that.
they
It was
do-
like Cape Coral, Charlotte, and then
They do all.
Was
it
Sarasota?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it was. Yeah,
all 3 that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a whole lot of events down there. Like, if you could be anywhere, man.
That is
That's
a
the
place
place
that's
to
got
be.
the
It
scene.
is. It is. But it is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to
So-
have one of those houses with a little pool in there, huh?
Or know somebody.
Yeah.
Fair.
So how did you do down in Florida?
I almost landed in the lake that was in the middle of the track. It was either that or hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had fun though, right? That was the main part.
I didn't make mains though, but it was a national and I was just into starting racing again.
Mm-hmm.
No names. but
How did that feel racing in intermediate at a national at that?
It was scary. I didn't know anybody though, so
Yeah. Was it like a step up from like racing intermediates at a local race?
Mhm.
Yeah. Were they trying to cut you off? Oh, obviously,
one
if they were
tried
going to put
pushing
you
me
in
into
the
the
right.
lake.
Yeah, that answered itself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Nationals are a whole different ball game.
they are. They
You gotta
are.
ride like a different person on it sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Like Toy Story says, yeah, ride like the wind, bullseye.
Yeah.
There's definitely local riders. There's definitely national riders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get out of that gate.
You can all be intermediate, but there's 2 different calibers.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because you could have an expert rider at a national, and
They could
Nowhere
ride
near.
different.
yeah, nowhere near a local rider.
This is true.
Yeah. So, and the only way you're gonna get to that level is actually going to nationals and riding them.
It sounds like you got a good start starting out at intermediate. I didn't even start going to nationals until like last year, the year before I started traveling to go. Was I just rode Midwest?
Mm-hmm. So you have a fun like traveling buddy that you go with just besides him?
Kaylee.
Kaylee? Yeah. You like to go to nationals, right?
I've only been to that one national.
Just one? Well, that was fun enough.
Well,
And you
and-
another one, right?
We've done
That-
Midwest. We did
yeah.
Stars and Stripes last year.
Yeah.
We did Sunshine.
That was like the farthest, and we rode there, and we drove there. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
not a lot of room. 2
Yeah.
people in the back.
Yeah.
You're talking 2 adults and 2 10-year-old girls in a pickup truck for 18 hours.
Yeah. Packed like sardines.
And
I can
turning
see
and
that.
burning. 4-day trip there and back.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's the BMX.
Showed up 2 hours before practice on Thursday, swam, practiced, and went right back to it. And we were we were on the road right after we were done racing Sunday.
Dang.
Yeah, and I mean that's like he said. That's you're lucky you get to see a whole bunch of the world. Well, not world, but United States at least.
Yeah.
You could see the world, you know, go to the world and stuff, but just seeing all the, you
I'm
know.
not gonna go across.
No,
Yeah,
we'll have to see how this all pans out before we do all that. But you know, going and seeing the whole country, that's really cool.
Mhm.
Really cool stuff.
And that's one of the good parts about BMX. You can go and travel.
Is that like your favorite part?
And like I used to be really quiet before I started BMX, but now I have so many friends.
Mm-hmm.
And BMX is just cool.
Yeah, that's good.
What BMX did to this girl in the first 6 months of riding, she went from the quiet little shy girl to I couldn't find her at the track. She was running around chasing, like even chasing the big kids around.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
BMX has a lot of cool things about it. Like it definitely like takes you out of your shell, and we
Yep.
found that like through all the people we've talked to through
Yeah.
this show. It even like this show like brings us all able to talk, and it's awesome.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah. Made her into a totally different kid for sure. And it's all been for the good.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost one of my favorite parts about BMX is just this show now is learning, you know, about other people, and even the show just made me talk a little bit more to people, you know.
Yeah.
I've learned to, you know, come out of my shell, and because like normally I kind of stick to myself at the track. I mean, I'm kind of focused on what I'm doing, you know. So I'm not really out and talking and you know actually getting to know people, you know. So when I get on this show and I'm learning about people, it's really special to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So learning about you is very appreciative to us. We're glad that you came on the show.
Yeah. All right. So now that all this is coming to a close, do you have anyone you'd like to thank?
My dad for all my jerseys and everything. Ashland for letting me on the team. Kegels and the coach.
Yeah.
Coach Daddy.
Man.
My coach.
Oh my God.
Feeling the love on that one, huh?
Yeah, that's all right. I put her through a whole lot of stress, you know.
Oh yeah.
Double
I'm sure.
stunts tonight.
Yeah. She's gonna go home and do a bunch of squats. No, I'm just kidding. But with all that, we'd also like to thank Sean. He's been hooking us up with a whole bunch of cool stuff. He does really good work. So if you would like anything done from him, go ahead and go to Dive Job Apparels, and he can take care of you. So
Don't forget to like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Beyond the Gate. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to hit that notification bell.